What's going on today, guys? We've got a bit of a DIY video here today. I picked these up for about $3.99 at Bunnings. They're little LED night lights. However, I thought I could pick them up and make running lights out of them. So it turns out that if you pull these apart, these two little screws here. Just take that one out there, and then this one out here. And to pop the casing off, which is a little bit, you can actually get in to show that there's just under here a couple of tiny little LED light switches, and what we can do with them is, I just broke the switch. Are you fucking serious? I'm gonna have to resolder that. You're still rolling, aren't you? Fuck. So once you open it off, take the face off, it literally just pops off as you showed before. You get left with 4 different things. You've got the original casing, the switch sat inside of there, and then this sat on top. But all we're worried about now is this little battery pack, this resistor, these 2 little LED strips, and the switch. Now what you could do with these, you can run it already to ignition wire, which is probably what I'll do later on, but I just want to see how they go. You've already got the resistor there, you can just wire it up there, heat shrink around it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hacksaw just off this, keep the battery pack and everything else, and just put a bit of mounting tape on the back of these two and on the back of that, put it on the car and see how it looks first. But yeah, so we'll do that in a sec. Alright, so after hacksawing away the rest of it, you're really only left with this little bit, which I've kept on to keep it semi-water resistant, however it's definitely not going to be. And then the switch, the 2 LEDs and the resistor, and nothing's been hurt in this process, so you should be fine. And all I've done is got some of this indoor mounting tape from Bunnings as well, popped one strip there under the LED strip, if you can see it, another one under that one, and then a bit there. And then all we're going to do in a sec is pop it under one of the front canards on my bumper, and we'll see how it looks. So yeah, we'll go see how that goes. So this is a little bit bare bones, and if you ran it through your ignition you can obviously make this look a little bit neater, but for just demonstrative purposes I'm going to stick that just up under there. And what you can do with these 2 LED panels, you can either stick them just up here and on here for a top mount and have the whole running light there, or you can just pop it in this bottom part here, which should just sneak under there, just in that little lip. Obviously if you're doing this you'd hide the cables a lot better and everything like that, but all you need to do is something like that and pop it on. It depends on where you want to mount it. But yeah, we'll come back a little bit later when it's a bit darker and we can hide the wires a little bit more, and we'll see how it looks. But that's pretty much how you'd be mounting it on. If you ran it through the ignition, I'd be saying pop a hole through there, run it through under the body, or even run it through the vent and then back up through. Obviously you wouldn't have this big bulky battery package, and you could probably run 2 more strips here if you wanted both. But yeah, it depends on where you want to mount it. But this is pretty much what we're going to do for now. Just see how it looks. Cool. So it's a little bit later at night, a little bit darker, so we can show this off a little bit better. We just mounted them up, just sitting in here for a bit of light so you can see me. But they mounted up alright. They've sat on for quite a while now. So they're mounted on with just a little bit of mounting tape. We got both on currently. They look really good for something that's $8 for both of them. They look alright. I'd run them through the ignition switch. But yeah, we're going to show a bit of drive-by with them, but they look pretty alright for running lights. So yeah, we'll do a couple of drive-bys.